Welcome to Production Expert, my name's Dan Cooper. In this video, I'm going to show how I master tracks using FabFilter plugins. Now, FabFilter offer a bundle called the Mastering Bundle. It has 4 very powerful plugins in it. Pro Q2, this is my absolute go-to EQ plugin. It's a Swiss Army knife in mixing and mastering. Pro C2, very capable compressor. Got lots of different compressor types here and also built-in sidechain. Again, very powerful. I use this in mixing and in mastering. It's very good at getting really good transparent compression. Pro MB multi-band compressor. On the face of it, it's not too different from Pro Q2, and I reckon it's as easy to use as Pro Q2 and Pro C2 as well. And last but no means least, Pro L2. It's got some really cool features in this, such as unity gain, this 1-to-1 feature down here. Hit that, apply limiting, and it keeps the output stage constant so you can actually hear the limiting that's going on, which is really crucial in mastering. But we'll come back to this later. First, let's have a little listen to part of the song that we're going to be working on in this video, and then we'll get to work.
That never cease, snowballs from infinity, that brings the light that sees, formulates and breathes, looking to the heights that bring the waters in deep freeze.
Right, let's work out what needs to be done to this track. It's quite a dense mix, there's a lot of low-end energy in this, but that's kind of the signature of this track. So I want to retain that low-end energy, but kind of shape it a little bit. Now, I think this song may lend itself to being a little bit darker than it is. Got a lot of low-end energy, mid-range is okay. The top end just feels maybe a bit too bright. We'll play around with that in a minute. Dynamic range feels good, but there are moments where it just feels like some of those snares may be coming out a little bit too much. It needs a certain amount of squish, but not too much, because I want to retain that depth to the mix. But hey, we'll see what we end up with. Mastering's all about taste. Got to try things, see what works, see what doesn't. So let's talk about the mastering chain here. I've got Pro Q2 insert 1. Going to be using this in left-right stereo channel mode at the bottom here, just to get an overall kind of tone. Going to be very sparing with this. Next, I'm going to hit it with some compression, Pro C2, and I'm going to use the sidechain on this, I think. After that, I'm going to use another instance of Pro Q2. I'm going to use this in mid-side mode so I can work on the stereo image a little bit. After that, multi-band compression, just to work on the dynamics of the low end of this mix a little bit. And after that, we're going to run it through Pro L2 so that we can get the loudness right. And I'm going to be aiming for anything between -12, -14 LUFS. So let's get started. I'm going to start with Pro Q2. I'm going to start with the top ends. Nice just to make some long sweeps and listen for what's standing out.
The voice that never cease, snowballs from infinity.
Something there. Just darken it up just a tiny bit.
Formulates and breathes, looking to the heights that bring the waters in deep freeze, that brings the light that sees.
Works for me. Only subtle. -3 dB there, cut. Let's jump to some compression. And we've got a few compressor modes here. I'm going to put it on mastering. Why not? Bring the threshold down to get some compression going.
Satellites on the cusp.
Got auto gain on here, so again the level compensation thing going on, so we can kind of hear what the compressor's doing, as opposed to areas getting fooled by level differences.
Frozen to the crust.
Obviously I'm overcooking it here, but it's good to do this sometimes. It means then we can properly hear what's going on. You can see here on the display. And we can play around the attack and release to get the timings just right. I'm going to slow this down, slow attack, maybe a quicker release. Okay, sounds quite nice. Let's bring the threshold up. Let's go back around that section again where the drums were playing. Okay, I think the kick may be sucking this a little bit too much, but that's where we can use the side chain down here. Let's turn that on. There we go. Use the high pass we got here. We put it above where all that energy is in the low ends. You can see up here, and you can also hear compressor's not sucking, so we can reach for the threshold, lower this a little bit more. Getting some compression now on the upper mids where the vocals are sitting. Bypass. Much better, much better. Right, let's move across to the next instance of Pro Q2. And I've got this in mid-side mode, as I said earlier. We can set that down here, so left, right, mid-sides. And what I want to do with this instance of Pro Q2 is to low cut the sides to help focus what's coming up the middle. So easy way of doing this, double click to make a filter in the box in the middle here. If we select this to only cut in the sides, that's all now set up. We can monitor this at the bottom here with the output dial. The outer ring, if we move this all the way to the right, we'll just be hearing the sides. Let me show you. And all the way to the left, mid, sides. Something like that, just to help focus it a little bit. Now, we can also bring out the top ends. Let's get this right here. Let's go for high shelf. Way too much, but we'll work that out in a second. Let's put this back in the middle. So the sides are a little bit brighter with not a lot of low end energy going on, but the mid, we've got all the body. It's subtle, but remember, mastering's all about little movements and subtle choices. Let's move across now to the multi-band Pro MB. And as I said earlier, I want to try and shape that low end a little bit, but EQ, I don't think, is the answer. So let's get some dynamic processing going on. Double click to make a band. Width of that band here. Threshold at the bottom. Let's just push it.
Another one from the deep, the voice that never cease.
Slow the attack down just a bit. Quite like that actually. Let's bring the output up a bit on it. Bring it down a touch. Yeah, to my ears that just sounds a little less flabby. Maybe something here. just where the snare cracks. Gentle bit. Yeah, that's doing what it needs to do. Now let's jump across now to Pro L2. Let's turn dithering on, because at the minute I'm working in 24 bits, and this is going to be going down to 16 bits. Make sure I've got unity gain on here, 1:1. As I said earlier, this is really important to have on. It means I can apply limiting and the output level will stay constant, meaning my ears won't be fooled by level differences. Meters down the side here, I'm going to be aiming for anything between -12, -14 LUFS. But most importantly, I'm going to be using my ears to make sure that I'm not overcooking it. I've got some styles down here, limiter styles. I like all rounds. The differences between these are, to my ears, quite subtle, but all round for me has worked many times in the past, so I'm going to use this again. Okay, let's run the track through it. Apply some limiting. Notice as I get this going, no level differences.
That never cease, snowballs from infinity, that brings the light that sees.
Attack and release times down here. Speed up the attack a little bit.
Looking to the heights that bring the waters in deep freeze, that brings the light that sees for eternity.
Something like that works for me. Before. That's what I love about Pro L2. It's so transparent, it's so easy to set. I mean, you don't need to look at all this in the middle here, but yeah, it just works every single time. Let's take unity gain off. Warning, things are going to get loud.
Frozen to the crust, spinning clouds of dust that leap, ascending all from each, a genesis in each.
Okay, so that was my mastering workflow using FabFilter plugins. If you would like to hear the before and after of this song, do check out productionexpert.com. We'll put a link in the description below, or click the cards at the top right of this video to hear those examples. I hope you guys got something from this. I'm Dan from Production Expert, and I'll see you again soon.